Hi folks, welcome to the Celebrity Cars. We're located just down the street from the Strip on Las Vegas Boulevard. We're at 7770 Dean Martin Drive. Folks, I'm your living, breathing condition report here at Celebrity Cars. Every single car you see behind you, every single car on the website, you get stuck with me. Picking apart cars pretty much. So not to pick them apart, but to let you know if there's any normal damage, if there's any normal road wear, maybe there's a dent or a ding, and I'm here to show you these things on all these cars. Then we get a 1961 Corvette in that has been fully restored. It's got quite a few stories, got quite a few awards. It's one of the prettiest color combinations we've ever seen in a 1961 Corvette, or any of these C2s, I believe you would call this. This is just an unbelievable car. Now, I'm going to start out right off the bat here. I'm your living, breathing condition report guy. You heard that already. I am not going to tell you how many awards it's had. I am not going to tell you how many owners it's had. You're going to find out all that stuff at Celebrity Cars, all the certificates, all the paperwork. You're going to find out about the fuel injection system. That is currently not the original fuel injection system that was on this car. And so give us a call and we'll talk about all those details. As of now, a little electronic fuel system's been put on so it would run a little bit better and to the standards that the current owner or the person who owned this before wanted. And they wanted to, drive it around and enjoy it. From what I understand, this car sat for a very, very long time and wasn't enjoyed, and then all of a sudden, let's go enjoy it, and hence the change of the carburetor system, so it would run a little bit nicer for people to enjoy. Not many miles were put on the car after this was done, and it was enjoyed, probably under 1,000 miles, and it's a dreamer. I mean, I don't know how you. One of the fun things here. And I'll get into all the details in just a moment. This is a power top. Not many of these cars came with a power top, so that's pretty darn cool. This red interior is stunning. There's a couple imperfections on the car. I'd like to just show you those very quickly, so we don't have to go body panel by body panel necessarily on this car, because we're going to spend some time looking at it, but we're not going to go over body panel by body panel. I've already done that, and I know it's as straight as an arrow, a lot straighter than it's supposed to be, and it is in incredible shape. So just let me bring you in to show you the little things that have gone south over time. This is all old stuff. So number one is, let's walk over here to the driver's side, and I'm going to show you some stuff. And my man Quincy on the camera is going to have to figure out how to focus this so you can see. It's a very small crack. It's from here to here. Let me know when you got that, Quincy.
I got it.
You got it. Okay, Quincy, over here. Very small crack from here to here. As you can see on film, folks, you really got to look for these. And unfortunately, I'm told to find these things and show them to you. Would these bother me if I were to pick up this particular automobile? Heck no. Because I'm pretty sure there aren't any of them out there that don't have a couple of these little things on it. I mean, come on. Bring me to your car, I'll take a look at it. Over here, right here. It's a small mark right here. It's about the size of my thumb, and there it is. Okay, thank you. Okay, while we're up here, folks, the rest of this entire hood, there's not a chip in it. On top of these fenders, there's not a chip in it. There's not weird paint. There's nothing. I just showed you the blemishes that were going on. Oh, and by the way, you grab the little lever for this sucker to pop up, it doesn't do it. It grabs it, it moves a little bit. It just needs to be adjusted, but this won't pop up when you grab the doohickey. Okay, so I'm just telling you now. Okay, the wheels, I've cleaned them a couple times. I actually got some white stuff out to clean the white walls because they were just a little yellowy. And so I wanted to clean them up just a little bit more, so I got those. There's not a blemish on any of the hubcaps. Okay, now let's talk chrome. Folks, the chrome on this car, as you can see from where you're standing, is absolutely beautiful. There's a couple locations that seem to have just like a little bit of overspray from somewhere or just some environment on it that just needs a little bit of a clay bar to get it off. That would be on the front bumper. On the back bumper here, I'd like you to notice the reflection and how amazing it is and how beautiful this chrome is. But I'm here to tell you it's not perfect. I have a little small rating system, and I'll show you how it works, because Quincy's going to come in here and just, you see a little bit of a film of light scratches right in this area right here. And then if you go over here to where you put the key in, there's just a little bit on top of that one right there. And then over here on this piece of chrome, it's pretty much perfect except for just a little light marks. So that being said, out of 10 out of 10, I never give anything a 10. If I did, boy, I'm going to make a big scene about it in social media, and we're going to have a celebration. But I'm going to give this stuff, this chrome here, a really good like 9.2 out of 10, because it's just really close. It's really, there's just very, very little patina on it, and it would be a crime to go any less than that in its value and its condition. Folks, all underneath here is absolutely amazing. You will see an undercarriage video of how beautiful the undercarriage of this car is. When you come around here to this side over the passenger side, there's no surprising additional splits. This all lines up really, really, really nice. The silver inserts on both sides are in perfect shape. The chrome inside both of the inserts are in perfect shape. And once again, the wheels and tires and wheel wells and all that stuff are just amazing. There's no chips down here. There's a little light dirt that I didn't clean. Whoops, I forgot about that. Don't show them that, Quincy. Let's see. The other thing I wanted to also mention is, well, let's open some doors here, and I'll close them so you can see how nice and no noise. Quincy, go ahead and start looking, please, at the door jambs. Everybody's got the idea of what the rest of it looks like, because this is really sharp, because I told them so. The inside of the doors, but these door jambs real close, almost as if you're looking at a scratch. Now, since we're doing the interior now, I'd like to refer to the photographs at celebritycars.com. You'll notice the convertible top in the photographs. We're not going to pull the convertible top out again now. It all works properly. It goes up and it goes down. There are no questions about how it works. You got to be careful, because you know this door goes up before you have the other flap down. You just got to be very careful on how it operates. But the power option to this is absolutely wonderful. But again, back into the photos, when we did take the photos of the top, we did not clamp it in here, okay? We did not clamp it down back here. I don't know how long that convertible top's been around, and I just didn't want to stretch it any more than it needed to be. It all seemed to line up just fine. You're super interested in this vehicle, and we get some deposits together or whatever. We'll start to play with the convertible top. Pending on how it goes, but you'll see from the photographs we had it up. The convertible top works great. The convertible top actually operates what I just showed you. So actually, I'm going to just leave that alone. I shouldn't have even have done that. But there's a switch down here, and yes, the entire convertible top goes up very nicely. The next, what am I doing here? The next imperfection in this automobile. Come on over here, Quincy, if you could, please. Now, it's funny, we had to have a lot of discussion about this, because I was like, oh, who cares? But, you know, if you're spending a bunch of money on this car, you probably would care. Please look at this driver's seat, and you'll see, first, I'd like to make it clear that this leather is beautiful, okay? Nothing's falling apart. But in these seams, you'll see some of these cracks. I don't believe any of them have opened. If you push down on the seat, they're all still intact. I've sat here a couple times. They haven't gotten any worse. I just wanted to let you know. You know, they say, oh, we should replace the seat. No, I said, leave the damn seat alone. So this is where we are. I'm letting you know that this is here. I don't know if these seats are completely original to the car or they've ever been redone. That stuff you're going to find out at celebritycars.com or give us a call and we'll try and find out. But I think these seats have been around for a very long time. Quincy, I'm just going to get out of the way so you can do the door jamb on this side as well. Let's just show everybody all the bits and pieces in here and just how nicely done this is. And nothing's getting ready to fall apart. Nothing's loose. Thank you, Quincy. And this dashboard, folks, man, this red is just insane. Looks just like your headlight up front. Your headlight up front, very, very cool. Just the overall styling of putting this together is just incredibly attractive. Every gauge has got clear glass. The tachometer works. It's beautiful. We're going to take this around the block to make sure all the other gauges work. But that's one thing that is pretty darn impressive. Now, if you look down here, you see this really cool contraption down here. I don't know how to use one of these, but this is part of the fuel injection system that was put on to make this run a little bit better. So it says Sniper on it and EFI. So electronic fuel injection is what was put on here, other than the fuel injection, just to make it run a little bit better for, again, the habits of the past owner. But all this red is just incredible. The white, the Corvette, nothing's cracking. There are no splits in anything. The carpet is in beautiful shape. We do have floor mats. They're in the process of getting a little cleaned up. They had a little darker red in some areas that I was comfortable with, and so we got it. We're getting them shined up. So super not important right now. They're floor mats, but they seem to be the appropriate red floor mats. They match the color of this carpet. 4-speed transmission. And this thing is awesome. All the chrome around the window. The windshield is perfect. Rear view mirror is perfect. Steering wheel is perfect. You want to look inside the gas here? I'll open up the trunk while you take a gander in there real quick. And the trunk is beautiful as well, as you can see. Original jack stuff going on in here. Carefully pull this out. Okay, the bolts in there are pretty good. I do see a spare tire in there. I'm touching it. What exactly spare tire's in there, I don't know. We'll find that out another time. Or if you're super interested in finding out, we'll get some tools out and get that out and show you. Put this back under the light switches properly. And yeah, folks, you can't get any cleaner. The metal, there's no maybe rust. There's no weird color metal that looks like it might rust. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, we talked about, I don't know if we addressed this rear area right here or not, but I didn't need to talk about it because it's in such nice shape. Chrome, these chrome pieces, all these chrome pieces are well above my, none of the chrome is under an 8, let's just say that. All of it's in beautiful, fabulous shape. Okay, let's see what a motor looks like. This might answer a couple of your questions about what was done to this vehicle to assist it in running just a little bit better. So, again, you can go to celebritycars.com.
I can see your face on that.
Yeah, cool. You can go to celebritycars.com to find out what all was done under here. Yes, that is air conditioning over there. Okay. Oh. I didn't do what I preached everyone else to do. Okay, that's in. Heave there. Hello, gentlemen. And down front here, we've already talked about pretty much this entire front bumper down here, the headlights. I've got nothing to share, folks, except for that it's just absolutely beautiful. I rated the front bumper a 9.2. I'm going to give this a 9.5 up front here. There's a couple, there's like a little mark here and there, but I mean, geez, you know, hey, let's everybody settle down. This is all beautiful under here on both sides. And this chrome piece is super straight. Oh, and I talked about a film. Yeah, it's down here. See this? See this, this area down here? It's a little hazy. Excuse me. It's just a little crud. I'm going to get some clay bar down here and get all that stuff taken off down there. That will go away pretty darn easy. I just didn't get a chance to do it. Well, there you go, folks. 1961 Corvette is, this is amazing. Check out the undercarriage video that's also tied onto this car, and you'll get to see how amazing it looks. And we encourage pre-purchase inspections. Give us a call. We're happy to talk to you about, you know, what we can find out for you. There's a lot of paperwork in there, a ton of it. Okay, we're going to go for a quick ride around the block. We're not going to go far. This isn't something we want to drive too far, and it won't take long to find out that if it operates correctly or not. So we'll be right back. Folks, we're outside the 1961 Corvette. It's beautiful. Holy crap, we got a cloudy day here, so it's not too bad on your eyes to look around and see everything, but nothing else is jumping out at me that needs to be addressed in the condition of this vehicle. I just wanted to get it out here. I wanted to show you how easy it is to start. The clutch is in. Zoom. Every time. Starts up terrific. And it really drives nice too. Off we go. Clutch is in. First gear. I'm going to shut up. It's a little windy. I'm sorry. It's the way it goes today. Third gear. I'm going to hit the brakes here pretty good, see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Slight pull to the left. Brakes feel good, but a slight pull to the left when I hit the brakes. That's why we take these out. See what's going on, how the build is, what all's new. But I'll tell you what, the clutch sequence, gas pedal, it really wants to take off. I'll tell you that. Ooh. Beautiful. Speed, that was speed bump number 1. Here's speed bump number 2. Not a spring, not a crack, not a sound in the body panels, nothing. This is really nice. All right, back on the gas, here we go. It's got plenty of power. It's super smooth. I'm driving along here. It kind of sort of wants to go to the right a little. Could be tire pressure. Steering wheel's nice and big, enough to hold on to. It really drives great, folks. A couple little imperfections as far as the steering and brakes and all that kind of stuff, but man, it's a 1961 automobile. It's not going to work that perfect all the time. Back on the brake. The gearbox is awesome. Finding the gears is great. Oh yeah. My left turn signal's on. Gonna go down into second gear if it'll let me. Yes, it did. Great. The odometer shows 1,021 miles, folks. Just saying. So my gas gauge works good. I already know that my temperature gauge works good because it's up to about, I don't know, 120, 130. Batteries gauge is great. The oil pressure gauge is great. My odometer works perfect. I'm sorry, my tachometer works perfect. But what I don't see is a speedometer marker. I don't see one of those. So you can't really tell how fast you're going. But other than that, boy, this sniper thing down here, check this out, Quincy. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's doing lots of talking.
Oh, no, we can't see the actual.
Let's see if I can cover it some.
There you go, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So there you go. Letting you know how the car's behaving. So that's pretty darn cool to have that, to have this on that car. You can really get to pay attention to the habits of the car and all that kind of cool stuff. All right. We're going back into the shop, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, this Corvette is incredible. Oh, you know what? I want to go over there. I'm going to go over there instead. 1961. Folks, 702-818-1031. Give us a call. And we're happy to tell you any more information that I might not have gotten out here. But I'm glad you're still following along. You get to see how nice and easy this is to move around. Great car. (702-818-1031). Give one of these guys a call. Pre-purchase inspections. Send them over. We're proud of this car. We'll see you next time.